Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another look back 50 years ago this week ending August 23rd, 1975. We're going to look at the Billboard Hot 100 songs, see what's on here as we work our way up to number one. Last week, the Bee Gees' Jive Talking was number one. We'll see what's number one this week. We've got position last week and weeks on the charts here. And we've got some new entries, and the stars mean fast movers. There's a new one by Dr. Hook, and then there's Pete Wingfield's 18 with a Bullet. We'll see how close that gets to 18 as the weeks move along. There's Dwight Twilley Band, I'm on Fire, 18 weeks on the charts. Unusually still on the chart here, because as we get in this territory, usually songs fall off and they don't come all the way down here. It's usually just new ones coming up. So it went from 53 to 95, so 18 weeks. So that had a bit of longevity there. There's Isaac Hayes with a new one. Rolling Stones, Out of Time. Have to hear that one to recognize it. Doesn't strike a bell with me. Ring a bell. There's the Four Seasons, and there's Art Garfunkel, a solo song, I Only Have Eyes for You. There's that Grassroots song, Mamacita, in its fourth week, got up to 86. As I said, they had a lot of hits in the late 60s to early 70s. This isn't going to be a big hit. I believe this is their last charting song. There's Stephen Stills, Turn Back the Pages. That song's not going much. The 3 weeks on the chart. There's Bob Seger, Kathmandu. And there's Miracles by Jefferson Starship. Written by that Marty Balin, the lead singer, who was also the lead singer of Jefferson Airplane, along with Grace Slick. And I remember this one, I Believe, Do You Believe, I Believe, how it goes. I remember that one. Let's see what else is on here that catches my eye. We've got theme from the Universal Motion Picture soundtrack Jaws by John Williams. In its third week, it's up to 75. That was I think that's teamed as the first summer blockbuster. It's the Jackson 5 at number 69. Let's move over to the first column. This song popping in on here, Do It Any Way You Wanna, People's Choice, the big new entry for this, don't remember it. There's Lady Blue by Leon Russell, 4 weeks on the charts. Frank Sinatra, I Believe I'm Gonna Love You. So it's stalled there. It was 60 last week, 60 this week, so it's pretty good though. He got this far up, competing with all the younger folks' songs here. There's Paul Simon at second week in a duet, number 56. There's The Hustle, A Million Seller. That's what that dot there means. 19 weeks on the charts. There's Michael Jackson there. Just a Little Bit of You. There's I'm Sorry by John Denver. And it's 2 weeks on the charts at 49. There's Tony Orlando, dropping from 14 to 45. There's Listen to What the Man Said, Paul McCartney, coming down from 17 to 44. There's Dance With Me by Orleans at 41. There's the Osmonds at number 34. Let's move over to the first column. Cat Stevens getting to 33. There's Three Dog Night. So is this going to be as high as this song gets? This is their last hit. They had such a big string from the late 60s all through the early 70s. 32 last week, 32, 8 weeks on the charts. There's America's Daisy Jane, 31. ZZ Top with Tush. Fame by David Bowie at 24. There's the theme by the Rockford Files, dropping down. When we got to the top 10 there, there's Johnny Rivers. There's Sweet with Ballroom Blitz, getting to 20. There's Ambrosia. There's Bad Company, Feel Like Making Love. There's Freddie Fender, Barry Manilow, 10cc. Captain Tennille's coming down, but look at it, it's leveling off a bit at 13. Million seller. There's Olivia Newton-John at number 10. Elton John at 8. James Taylor at 7. War at 6. Rhinestone Cowboy moving up 1 for Glenn Campbell. There's Jive Talking, last week's number 1, coming down to number 4. 13 weeks on the charts. There's KC, Sunshine Band, get down tonight at 3. Eagles was 2 last week, 2 this week, so there's a new number 1. Falling in Love by Hamilton, Joe Frank, and Reynolds. Was 5 and 10 weeks on the charts, so that's August 23rd, 1975. And on the chart bound, John Fogerty, Rockin' All Over the World. It's going to be a mild hit for him as a solo, no longer with Creedence Clearwater Revival. Another one by Tony Landau and Dawn. And then Jesse Coulter and Linda Ronstadt have more songs coming up. We'll be back again next week. If you'd like, you can leave a super thanks. If you do, it's appreciated. Be back with more songs next week. Thanks for watching.